it. You've been heavy on my mind, and I cannot deny it. I can't even lie. I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. I'm sorry, I can't hide it. I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. Sorry, I can't hide it. I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. Sorry, I can't hide it. Sorry, I can't hide it. I'm sorry, I can't hide it. I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. 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 I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. I'm so sorry, I can't hide it. Sorry, I can't hide it.
You're listening to WNXV, St. Joseph, Tennessee, W286 TV, 105.1 FM, Florence, Alabama, and WARB 700 AM, W290DG, 105.9 Dothan, Alabama.
I'm Bree Wood with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. Interest in becoming an NYPD officer surged 45% after eligibility requirements were loosened in February. Mayor Adams announced the NYPD is on track to reach 35,000 members by fall 2026. The U.S. is prosecuting migrants entering a new military zone at the southern border in New Mexico. The Department of Justice has charged at least 28 people with violations of security regulations for entering the zone. The U.S. economy shrank by 0.3% in Q1 2025 due to President Trump's global tariffs. Imports surged over 40% as companies rushed products before tariffs. And the NBA postseason continues. The Celtics advanced with a 120-89 win over the Magic. The Pistons avoided elimination, beating the Knicks 106-103, and the Nuggets lead the series 3-2 after defeating the Clippers 131-115. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
It's time for a moment in Black history. In 1947, Jackie Robinson made his debut with the Brooklyn Dodgers. The Baseball Hall of Famer's first game marked the end of decades of racial segregation in professional baseball. Minor league player Bud Fowler had previously broken the color barrier in 1878, temporarily opening the door for others. However, in 1887, major and minor league team owners created an unwritten rule not to sign new black players. Did you know that?
You are tuned into 105.1. You know how we do.
Hands on my knees, shaking on my thigh. Post me a pic, finna make me a profit. When the liquor hit, then the get toxic. I've been listening to brunch, that order 42 for the table, let's pop. Missionary or a doggy style on my hey, niggas hating on me from the closet. Trying to call me a snake, yes, I can relate, cause the bit a whole lot of venom. And since these
heavy hitters suck up.
I see a whole lot of venom. I walk around the house, butt naked, and I stop at every mirror, just stare at my own posterior. I don't give a who talk behind my back. Knew better than to let me hear. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shot. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shot. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shot. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees, hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shot. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shot. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shot. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees.
Say you never had it good, babe. I guess you never knew I could, babe. But if you let me into you, babe, I can work it till you do. Right in the morning, I can freak it like you want it. If you like the way I'm shaking, I can freak it how you need. I can freak it like you want it. Say fuck you like a genie. I can freak it like you need it. So baby, come and see.
Bitch, trying to make him something. Ain't no telling he'll do for the paper. Ain't no telling. Souffle, I'm straight. I stay my plate. Shot plate. I'm a smooth operator. I drop top of my whip, baby. That contract to make you feel some type of way. I know you do. That custom right there.
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. Stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about. We'll be right back.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, and if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together, we're gonna polish up our act. Well, and if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving, go. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we love you. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Love you. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh, no. I'm on the move. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. We've got the groove. Let you on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. No. Don't try to stop us, no. Got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in denying, well, I ain't lying. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. It's been far too long, well. Ain't no stopping us now. Ain't no stopping us. We've got the groove. Ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Just doing me while I get in line. Ain't no stopping us now. Yeah. They're leaving the negative people way behind. 'Cause it ain't no. Please.
Please don't make me stop.
Don't make me stop.
Please don't make me stop.
See, I don't know where we're going.
Please don't make me stop.
Or where we're gonna end up. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. Moving on. We're gonna keep trying. Over and over. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping. No way. See, it ain't no way. We won't kind of polish up, keep us down. See, our time that finally came around. So we're on the move. We really got our move. There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We got the groove. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. no. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah, yeah. We're grooving. Moving, go. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move, I know.
Hey guys, you tuned in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the shows.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys. It's been Wednesday. It's hump day. Mona, come on. We got to get some energy, girl. Mona, like everything going wrong today. It's all good. I want to give a shout out to my boy, Alan Forrest, down over in Dothan, Alabama today. What's going on, Alan?
All right, guys. The weather for today is 83 degrees right now in Florence, Alabama. Humidity is 47%. Wind speed 9 miles per hour. Supposed to get up to 86 degrees today. High 70 degrees low. Tomorrow, rain 82, 82 high, 56 low. Friday, rain, high 80, low 64.
Mona came right in. Then look, she ain't crack a smile with the weather is. She like, listen now, get this weather. All right, today in Dothan it's 82 degrees is the high right now. It's partly cloudy, but you know what it's gonna be. It's hot. It's muggy. Humidity is 58%. And tomorrow it's going to be high 85. Friday and Saturday is going to be raining. But you know how Dothan is. Rain 1 minute, up the next. So it's going to be pretty good. So make sure y'all keep it locked in to the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama. 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe.
We thank each of you for tuning in with us every day. So make sure you download our app. That's Knox Media Group. Follow us on YouTube, Knox Media Group, and visit our website, www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. When you go there now, make sure you go ahead and get your Jamal Bryant tickets. He'll be in Florence, Alabama on Friday, August the 29th at 7 o'clock at the Renaissance Resort and Spa. We don't want you to miss out, so make sure you go ahead and get those tickets now because early bird get the worm. So the early bird prices are out now, and you know what happens? The price going to increase, so you might as well go ahead and get your tickets now. Let's do something we normally don't do. Let's plan on it.
Also, they need to remember the date, May 25th, remembering our veterans through music. Y'all come out to McFarland Park at 3 p.m. on May the 25th. Come out and listen to the different genres of music. It's a little bit something for everybody. The scenery will be beautiful. The fellowship will be wonderful. So come on out. Everything is absolutely free except for the food.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all come on out and have a good time with remembering the veterans through music. That's going to be a busy weekend. On the 23rd of May, Florence is also there opening up the reopening the rec center. So that's happening on the 23rd of May. Ribbon cutting. They got festivities all day that day, starting at 10:30 that morning. So make sure you keep following us. We'll keep you updated on what's going on in our different areas. Dothan has Juneteenth coming up on June the 7th. We'll be part of the Juneteenth parade. So y'all make sure y'all look for us. But again, y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in and make sure y'all let our boy Alan Forrest know that y'all love his music that's playing on V 105.9, The Vibe in Dothan. And also it's been played on 105.1, the music muscle of the shows.
Well, we told them about May 23rd and May 25th. May 24th, you guys go out and support the Old School and Blues Festival. R&B, funk, hip hop, and Southern soul. The Isley Brothers will be there. Big Daddy Kane, Lavelle, Midnight Star, Pokey Bear, Lattimore, Frank Johnson, Latasha. Most of all, that's Saturday, May the 24th. Visit www.jde.live for tickets. The address is 502 Quarter Mountain Road, Harvest, Alabama, 35749.
All right, I told you this month is busy. We got graduations, we got birthdays, we have
proms,
yes,
all kind of stuff, weddings. So if you got a prom or a wedding plan or a special event, call Your Life Remembered. We have tuxedo rentals. Also have a 360 booth rental. So Call Your Life Remember. It's the one-stop shop. That's 256-367-0887.
And we also make tablecloths and backdrops, all that good stuff. But make sure you get your order in early for those things because they, only limited spots, limited time. So make sure you go ahead and do those, book those things now. And on this coming weekend, on May the 3rd, this coming Saturday, at the Renaissance Resort and Spa here in the Shows area, we're going to have Kevin Richardson. You can call and get your tickets at 256-712-2887. We'll let you know how to get those tickets. Or you can visit the website at AmericanEntertainmentGroup.com. And on Sunday, May the 4th, make sure you get out for
open mic,
where all the different elected officials will be over at W.C. Handy Museum, Home and Museum, this coming Sunday, the 4th at 4:00. And make sure you come out with your hard questions, any concerns that you may have, and have a good time. Bring your chairs.
Bring your questions.
Yeah. All right. So today we're talking about healing. I know that's such a broad question, but it's a lot of times we're dealing with emotional and mental healing. So we're going to be talking about healing, breaking the stigma of Black mental health matters, healing from generational trauma. I was thinking about that earlier today. A lot of people said, well, you know what? This happened to my mama, or this happened to my dad or a sister or whatever. And I guess you don't really look at it that way, but a lot of people deal with generational trauma.
Yeah. A lot of people call it generational curses because, it goes down through the line and somebody has to stop it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, but do you think being a Christian, I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Being a Christian, do you think you really should have generational curses if you believe in the Bible? I'm asking.
I really don't know about that, but I do know a lot of Christians that go through stuff.
But if you believe, I'm just asking.
Yeah, you believe, but you still gonna have hard times regardless.
But do you think it should be,
should we call it that? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Should you be wording it as generational? Because everybody's gonna go through something. But because a lot of people put it in their mind that my mama went through it, so it's a generational.
Yeah, curse. But you can, if you think like that, you should be the one to stop it.
Exactly.
If you acknowledge the problem, okay, our family has this really bad problem. I'm going to be the one to break this. I'm not going to call it a curse, but I'm going to be the one who break this. I'm not going to do the same thing that they did. I'm going to do something different.
Yeah.
So you got to put yourself out there.
Because, trauma is that is passed down through families, often subconsciously. Sometimes people don't really know.
A lot of people don't know. And that's the bad part about it.
From slavery, segregation, systematic racism, poverty, violence, or even broken families.
Yeah. And it happens. Look at the way things are now. You don't see too many. You do, but you don't. Back in the day, you saw marriages. You saw families.
Mm-hmm.
Husband, wife, kids. Now, it's just like it's broken. The homes are broken. It's still husband, wife, kid, families, but not so many. It's rare. It's getting worse and worse every year. And I see it like this. Back in the day, people stayed together.
No matter what.
No matter what. They just didn't divorce or break up. Some of them did. It was rare to see people go through divorces and stuff like that. Now it's rare to see people stay in marriages.
Well, people don't trust people now, I think. A lot of people have walls up. It's like, okay, the first time you're hurt, you're out.
Yeah.
So therefore, people don't even because I know, I won't even say my mom, but I would say my grandparents or my great grandparents, because I remember both of them. I would say they tolerated more,
Yeah.
and they did not worry about what you said, he said, and nobody else said. What happened in our house, it stayed in our house, even if somebody else knew. Granddaddy might have had 14 kids on the block, but at the same time, Granddaddy still respected home. Well, to them, they felt like that was respecting home.
He took care of home.
Because he took care of them and he took care of the actual wife. But nowadays, you ain't nobody gonna stay with nothing now. Because you're gonna have that friend tell you stupid. Then you're gonna be worried about what social media is saying. Then you're gonna be worried about what your sister saying, your brother saying. Everybody has an opinion to your relationship based on what has happened. But grandma them, I just say big mama, because that's what I call mine. Big mama them didn't care. Big mama gonna tell you, get on over there and mind your own business.
They were strong-minded.
They were strong-minded.
They didn't care. But today it's different.
But why do you think it's so different?
Because you have men with men and women with women, and I mean that got a lot to do with it. That's more open, and people are just falling towards that, and no babies are being made because a man can't have a baby by a man, and a woman, well, a man can't have a baby, period. But a woman can't have a baby by a woman. So, I mean.
So you're thinking that a lot of the issues that's now is because of the bisexuals?
That got a lot to do with it. That is very out there now.
I think the problem, then was it was more of a stronger social presence of marriage. They believed in marriage. Yeah. And they went with what the Bible said. The Bible said to death do us part. And so therefore, now we are so
and I believe the women were taught, whatever that man do, he love you. That's a good man, Savannah. You better stay with that man.
Well, they can tell you that now, but we are so complacent now. We are that independent woman. Mm-hmm. A man can't tell you nothing. We're not as easily to be submissive. This is just me speaking. Mm-hmm. We're not easily to be submissive. And we worry about everything because of social media and because I feel like we share too much with other people. I'm just one of them kind of people.
Could be it.
I don't share. I'm one of those. You almost have to been and broke me down to my end before I share, because I feel like when you get in all these different aspects or different opinions of other people, sometimes a lot of people ain't even been in your situation. So I feel like true. If you ain't been in my situation, you can't give me no advice.
Okay. Well, I'm telling it. I'm telling it all.
I'm just one of those kind of people.
Do you know what this Negro did?
But how can you give an advice? How can people take advice from somebody that ain't been through nothing?
I don't know, but sometimes them people that hadn't been through something can tell you some good stuff.
But how? How?
I don't know how, but they know. They know. They can tell you better than the people that's in relationships.
Y'all call in and help us out and let us know. How do you feel like people who has not been through certain situations or different situations that you're in, how can they mentor or help you through what you're going through? How can they do that? Call in. The number is 256-365-1000. But like I said, a lot of people, our great grandparents or grandparents, they were strong and they didn't really share because they told us what go on in this house, stay in this house.
That's true.
My grandmama didn't care. If she heard anything that went on Washington Street, mm-hmm. outside of Washington Street, you better believe you're going to get it when you get home.
Well, I feel like those women, they were stronger or whatever, but I feel like they were taught, stay with that man regardless of what he do. And they did it. And now it's just like these women are like, no, I'm not putting up with that.
Well, no,
It's too
now we're
much.
more independent.
You can be independent, but you don't have to put up with all that
No,
crap.
I'm just saying I feel like we're more independent now, and we are more open. We're more open with business and life, and we just share everything. Because my kids, they'll be like, Mama, you ain't never say it's not your place. You don't even need to know what's going on. I deal with it, and when it happened, it happened. Because I think so many times that's where a lot of the generational trauma and different things that happen, because we're trying to include so many different people.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
I just feel like
regardless,
everybody-
these men out here gospeling like women now, so
they wrong
it's
too.
just
I mean, I'm just
can't
saying,
nobody keep nothing to themselves.
I'm just saying, as a whole, I believe we just share too much. That's just me. That's how I feel about it. And a lot of people may say, well, you crazy. You need to learn to talk to people. But you know what? You don't know who you talking to. You could have had a friend for 15, 20 years, and you thought that was your valuable close friend, this, that. And the first time y'all have a fallout, everything you done did for 15 years, they go back and hang it on the wall. I mean, no.
But regardless of what you go through, regardless of what you tell people, you got to have a strong mind and be your own person. You can't listen to what everybody else tell you.
True.
You got to be your own person. Be a leader, not a follower. And I mean, you just don't have a lot of strong-minded people out there. They listen to their family members. They listen to the people. And like you said, single people telling people in relationship stuff, but
and then a lot of times, the older generations, they often marry younger. So, and they stayed married longer, even though they had challenges.
Because that's all they knew.
Exactly. And the younger people, we prioritize healing. We be on the personal growth. I got to look at that, on financial stability before even committing into marriage.
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't heal before they go into another relationship. They just hop into a relationship.
Right. And that's what
and still carrying that emotional baggage, soul ties, whatever they want to call it, with that other relationship, and it's not going to work.
Yeah, because like right now, as a recent study, only about 30% of Black adults are currently married compared to whites.
30% more?
30% Black adults are currently married compared to 50% of white.
Okay.
What? And they saying basically because the older generation, older Blacks, they married young, they stayed no matter what, and no matter what the challenges were, and the younger Blacks are not marrying because they looked at parents, personal growth, or the financial stability. They feel like they're not financially stable to get married.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think too many people are financially stable to get married, but I believe in marriage. But when I get married, I'm going to stay married till death do us part. So maybe that's why I never got married.
Could be.
If you know it's not right, you shouldn't jump into it. And I think that's what happened to a lot of marriages. These people don't know each other. They just jump into these marriages and then they figure each other out down the road, and it's just horrible.
And then they haven't, like you said earlier, they haven't healed from the previous relationship. And then they bringing that into it.
Bringing the past
or
into a relationship. I don't think you should. I really think you should just leave it in the past.
Well, that's with everything, but people don't.
No.
People don't. They always looking to tear people down based on what their past, not for who they are now. And it keeps going on and on.
Now, if you talk in a relationship, if you talk about what went wrong in their relationship, okay, I think that's okay, because that can lead to growth in the relationship.
Right.
This is what happened in the last, why it didn't work. But you sit up and you say stuff like, well, I used to date this and I used to, why ain't you dating them now then? You know, that's how I feel. Don't bring that up because I don't care about that.
Stupidity.
Yes. I mean, I think it's crazy telling your person about somebody in the past. Well, she used to do this. Well, why come you ain't still with her?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Go back to her. That's all you got to do. I'm not going to keep you from it.
Yeah. But it's also stated that marriage rates have declined significantly across all races. But the number one race is blacks.
Because of independency, financial stability, and all that kind of stuff, and mental illness.
Yeah. All right.
I think you should heal. If you know you got issues and problems and stuff, let it be known at the beginning. Because when that stuff come out.
Well, everybody don't know that they have a problem in the beginning.
They probably don't.
I think a lot of them are trigger points. Something triggers the situation, and then they don't know that they're being triggered. You know what I'm saying?
That could be true, but some of them do know and feel like, okay, well, this person can heal me. You can't look for healing in somebody else. No. You have to heal yourself. You have to heal within yourself before you can go and try to help somebody else.
Right. All right, guys. So today we're talking about healing and different pathways. Is definitely therapy, especially within us, the African Americans. A lot of blacks do not feel that they need to see a therapy, but healing pathways is therapy, faith and spiritual practice, community conversations, safe spaces to tell the truth.
Yep. A lot of people go to church for healing.
Yep. Art, music, and storytelling, and reparenting yourself, learning new ways to self-smooth and show love. And I feel like that's the biggest right there. A lot of people don't know how to love.
That's true. That could be true. But people, you got to love people in different ways. You can't love everybody the same way.
Well, I'm just saying people don't know how to love, so they don't know how to love, so they don't know they don't know which is a right way.
Yeah, so okay. And y'all talk. Communication is key. So you ask that person, hey, what's your love language? And they might not know what their love language is. So it's kind of like a dang if you do, dang if you don't.
Right. But that's what we're talking about today, healing process. We're going to listen to a little music. We'll be right back. But make sure you download our app. Call a friend, call a neighbor. In case you are away from the car or your radio, you can always listen to us on your app. Because the phone always carry you. They got their phone everywhere. But we'll be right back. You tune in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. We're going to listen to us a little music. But make sure you go ahead and visit our website. And also make sure you visit our YouTube because we want to give away a car real soon. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Was it all my fault? Maybe one day I'll grow. Not fixing what broke us. Instead, I'm in this ride and I barely know. But she already knows what it is. I'm not looking for the one. Later, but for now I'm having fun. I'm done cause I always get hurt. Won't be here for long. Baby, you can hit me if you want, but now I gotta put myself first. We can kiss, we can touch and do it often. But if you're here looking for love, that's when you lost me. Yeah. We can kiss, we can touch and do it often. But if you're here looking for love, that's when you lost me. Yeah. I spent all alone, hated Won't be here for long. Put your number in my phone, but don't save it. Visit once or twice and then you made assumption, thinking it was more. Now you understanding that it all meant nothing to me. I'm not looking for the one later, but for now I'm having fun. I'm done cause I always get hurt. Won't be here for long. Baby, you can hate me if you want, but now I gotta put myself first. We can kiss, we can touch and do it often. But if you're here looking for love, that's when you lost me. Yeah. Lost me. It wasn't all my fault. Just thought I'd let you know something's gotten into me ever since you let me go.
We're back with a vengeance. That's right, 105.9 Dothan, Alabama, The Vibe.
There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Because there's no such thing as perfect.
She looking for a jackhammer. That can nail that thing just right. Nail that thing straight up. For a jackhammer. That can last all through the night. That can last all through the night. Jackhammer. That can treat a girl real nice. Treat a girl real nice. For a jackhammer. That can have her hit down all night. That can have her hit down. She like to the side. Let me hit all the corners. That thing so fine. Don't need no light of fluid. That horse can ride. Got all the bells on the mental head. And the show side. From my head to my toes, with a big old smile, like a proud to die. Wanna eat me up? I got a cowboy hat and my cowboy boot. I was scooping around, that's what boss I can do. Then I heard a voice in the back of my mind say, "Mud and love, he had this guy." Say yes, sir, boss. I'm the man for the job. She looking for a jackhammer that can nail that thing just right. Nail that thing. She be looking for a jackhammer that can last all through the night.
Just some trapping niggas on the block, trying to trap our way up out these projects, not get caught by cops. Trying to trap our way up out this, trying not to get shot. Trying to tell these that I'm gonna be king of the block. Then I came back colder than the other. Had to show these little youngins how them older hustle. And I'm partying with the pen, busting bubbles, and you know I'm OG, so I make that money double. I'm crazy. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. Yeah. See, I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And they notice me when I'm in that G5 big feet, bossing on the regular. It be vroom vroom. I'm a heavy y'all. I'm a boss with it, a course with it, you know. Floss with it, not off with it, don't need it, cause you know I just beat it, call it, go hard to the cipher, and sometimes it be to be right beside you, yeah. I'm the greatest, yeah. I'm the greatest, yeah. I'm the greatest, Muhammad Ali, yeah. I done slept and slid in these streets. Now it's 5-star luxury suites. Now it's 5-star luxury treat. Now it's 5-star luxury beef. Now it's 5-star luxury, yeah. Now it's 5-star luxury dead. And she only like it 5-star when playing in my head. I'm a street that made it on that street. They hate it. All that cost to be the boss. You know it. Just paid it. Loans 50. Just ate it. That's why we not related. This is Rip Go in your just played it. I'm the greatest. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest.
We're back.
I'm the greatest.
The music muscle of the show.
And the 105.9.
The Vibe, Dalton, Alabama.
All right, guys, if you just heard it, that was The Greatest by Alan Forrest. Make sure y'all go check our guy out. Make sure you listen to him. He has a couple of songs, several songs out. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in. Make sure you visit Apple Store and different places and check out our guy.
All right, then.
All right.
Okay.
We were talking about healing before we went on break. And I want to thank TikTok. TikTok's showing out. They sending us. We got a couple of little
Hi, TikTok.
prizes, little games. Thank you, TikTok.
Send us some love. Send us some love.
Yes, keep it
We
coming.
need love so we can heal. So we're talking about healing today, guys. And a lot of people have different ways that they need to heal. And that is spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional. And a lot of people do not know where to go to get these places. They don't know where to go to get healing.
Okay.
So as far as spiritual healing, a lot of people meditate. Some people go to church. Some people listen to gospel music. And I don't know what other people do. I'm just telling you what I can do spiritually because that's what I do spiritually. Do you meditate?
No, not as much. I mean, not as much. I used to it more often, but I don't as much now. I won't say meditate. I just do a long time, if that makes sense.
It makes sense.
And I don't really consider it meditating. I just have to get to myself.
JV asked me about meditation yesterday, so we will start meditating together.
Okay.
Just quiet and just thinking and just praying.
Yeah, like I said, I never really I have done it before, but I don't. It's not an ongoing. It's not a habit.
It's relaxing to me. I love it. So you guys call us, let us know what you do for healing and how do you heal?
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, self-care is a biggie.
Yes.
I mean,
when I went and got my first facial,
mm-hmm.
I used to be like, wow, people go, that's crazy. But when I experienced it for myself, oh, that's wonderful.
Well, a lot of people think if they don't do it, they think it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people tell me I'm crazy if you go and get my hair done every week. But that's my self-care. That's what I like to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to get the hair done if I don't do nothing else. Because that makes me happy. But a lot of people don't. I mean, they don't even comb their hair, better yet, go get it done.
The people that be talking to you, telling you that?
No, don't nobody tell me that because they already know that is not even a conversation to have with me. It's not. You do you, I'm doing me. And that's what I like to do. No, a lot of people, no. I don't even have that conversation with nobody. And a lot of things, a lot of people, my biggest thing is right now, a lot of people saying, they try to tell you how to heal after grief. Can't nobody tell you that.
Mm-mm. You grieve in your own way.
Yeah, people can't tell you how to grieve or anything like that because everybody grieves differently. And you may have, I'm not saying you directly, but you may have lost your mom, but your mom and my mom, y'all might have different relationships. You may say, "Oh, you should be over it by now." You can't tell a person when they should be over.
You don't never get over that.
Exactly. So you can't really say how someone should deal with it because I don't think it's a process that you would ever get over.
Yeah, and a lot of people get it twisted when people try to give them advice instead of trying to tell them what to do. Hey, maybe you should try this. They shouldn't be like, well, you go do this. Just say, maybe, this is what I did. I can tell you what I did and your situation might be totally different, but this is what I did.
Yeah, and then too, a lot of people look at grief as always being a death. It's not. It can include a loss of a relationship, job, your health, because, when you have to do things differently, that's considered a grief. Just like when you got sick that time and you were so worried about you couldn't eat this or eat that.
Mhm.
That was a change within you because there was just different stuff. You always crave what you can't have.
And that is most definitely true.
And then,
Forbidden fruits.
Like I said, it's just a personal reassurance. You just have to deal with it personally.
Right. And I mean, that's what they have support groups for. And people tell their own story, tell how you heal. You could probably help somebody else.
Right.
Bringing awareness to the situation.
But 5 stages that a lot of people are going to face. They're going to face denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
This is the steps to healing that
When
people
you-
go through.
With grief, yes.
Oh, with grief. Okay.
Mhm.
So they saying,
But you always got to know there's no timeline.
as far as denial,
A lot of people go through denial and may not realize that they might say that ain't bothering me, or that no, I'm okay.
okay.
That could be a form of denial.
hmm
Because again, you don't want anybody, you don't want to talk to nobody. And then you're always mad at somebody, always angry.
Okay.
That's
And-
a stage of grief.
Okay. I can see that. I can see the anger part. But I mean,
But you have to stress that everyone's timeline is different. And what I'm learning to do is, I know you're dealing with something right now. I'm
mhm.
going to block you because you ain't going to interrupt my peace.
So if you know somebody going through something, you're gonna block them.
Yeah, right now. Because you ain't messing up my peace.
I would try to help
I'm
them.
going through.
I would try to help the person.
Listen, I'm already going through it. I can't help somebody that don't want to be helped.
Yeah, you can't help somebody that want to be helped. But I mean, if that
Exactly.
person won't help and they're coming to me for help,
Uh-uh.
I will help them.
but I'm
I would try
saying-
to help them. But if they refuse the help and don't listen to what I say, yeah, then I'll block them or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I'm blocking you after you'd have been angry with me. You'd have been disrespectful. You done cuss me out. You're getting blocked. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, And then we look at many Black families have faced multiple layers of grief. From death of a loved one to violence,
No, good balance.
injustice, poverty, and health.
The list goes on. As far as physical healing, I mean, physical healing is a thing that can tap into mental and everything else because you're sitting there and you're not able, if it's a chronic illness or whatever, you're not able to do the things that you normally do.
Mhm.
So then you start going into depression and stuff because, man, I can't do this. I can't do that. What can I do? And I mean, if you don't have a strong mind, it can break you. So if you know this, go on and seek therapy right then and there. Don't wait and let it build up because I believe that's what a lot of people is going through right now. These stories that we be reading about these mental ill people going out there and doing crazy stuff.
Mhm.
And then they want to sit and think about it after it's too late, after they done done it.
Right.
If you know that you're going through something, people are telling you you're going through something, take heed. Take the steps that you need to do to get better because it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse.
But again, like you just said, but people sometimes you tell me, okay, you could probably tell me you seen a change in my behavior or a change in things that's going on with me, but until I realize I have a problem.
I mean, yeah, that's the first step. Is admitting
Exactly.
that you got a problem.
And so a lot of people, even if you tell somebody that they have a problem, they still have to be willing to accept that they have that problem. And they can't heal if they don't do that.
No, I don't see no healing if you can't acknowledge that, hey, something's going on with me. I need help.
Yeah.
And then take the steps to doing it. Don't just talk about it, do it. Before you end up doing something you might regret. Therapy is not weakness.
No.
Seeking help is strength. It's not failure. But that's what a lot of people think. Some people say, I used to think that therapy meant something was wrong with me. Now I see it as an act of self-love. So that could be an act of self-love.
Right. Well, it is, and a lot of people don't know how to accept what they got, that they have problems.
And talking about it can free you.
It sure can.
It can lift all the burdens off of you. I mean, you just feel like you got the weight of the world on your shoulder. If you got somebody that you can talk to, that listen to you and not try to overtalk you or go into something totally different, then you have something right there. You got somebody that's dedicated to your healing. But if you got somebody that you go talk to and then they tell you their problems and stuff like that, that ain't helping you. That's not helping you at all. It's like you're pouring out into everybody else, and nobody is pouring back into you. So then you're empty.
Yep. In the news, we got some good stuff. 2 North Alabama chefs. Mona, you should have been going with them.
Where they going?
To compete in the 10th annual Sweet Grown Alabama Cook-Off.
Okay.
So we have a Huntsville chef and a Florence chef.
Really?
Are set to compete in the seafood cook-off this weekend.
Okay, and where is it located?
In Orange Beach, Alabama. So they're going to the coast this weekend.
Well, that's gonna be nice.
I know. I said, look at Mona, could have been there.
I know none of it.
So we got two chefs from North Alabama that will be going down. So representing Huntsville is Chef Austin Silas of Hatch Huntsville. He will be going. And representing Florence, I have to get the chef, but it's a lot of chefs that's actually in this. And it's a seafood cook-off.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking about me and a chef friend of mine that went to the same school as I did. We're thinking about doing a little cook-off thing and televising it.
Yeah, well, it's a female that's actually going from Florence.
Okay, what's the name?
And it's Chef Vanderford. And Vanderford and her name, Megan, and said to add a soulful and creative Northern Alabama touch to the competition. So Megan stated her culinary journey, writing recipes in her dad's weekly paper, working her way through fast food and casual dining. She received an incredible opportunity to stage at the best place in downtown Florence. She started as a line cook 5 years ago and has just this year being promoted to the saucer chef.
Okay.
So she's the mother of an incredible daughter, and she motivates her every day. Sweet Grown Alabama said.
What she worked?
At a restaurant downtown Florence.
Okay.
It didn't really say which restaurant.
Okay.
So that's pretty good.
That is good.
So the competition is on the 5th.
I hope they win.
Yeah, it'd be really good for them to place. So
I'm gonna have to watch that. Are they gonna televise it or?
It didn't say if it's gonna be. It's on the 5th at 6:00.
Okay.
And so that's a part of healing, cooking.
It is.
I mean, if that's what you enjoy doing.
If that's your love language, I love cooking.
Yep. So that's another thing. Tomorrow, Thursday, Weather Authority Impact Day. So a Weather Authority Impact Day is in effect for Thursday as we track chances of rain again in the shows with hail.
Okay.
Damaging wind, large hail, and heavy pour downs in the afternoon. But this has been the most, I have never really known us to have so many storms.
It seemed like every now and then we do. Sometimes it'd be like you prepare yourself for it, and you be like, it wasn't like this last year, and then the next year it'll come. But I'm glad we didn't have them ice storms this this
year.
time. Now, the rain and stuff, I could deal with the rain and stuff. I could deal with the storm. Tornadoes,
You can't deal with the tornado.
if it come, I have to deal with it.
Get over in that tub.
But I don't like that. I mean, my son, every time the wind would blow the leaves, he'd be like, we got to go to grandma's house so we can get in the basement. It was
Wow.
funny. In the news, Dothan, Alabama, a Dothan high schooler will walk across the stage this May and will be joined by a standout student. That student is 15-year-old Dandra Beecham. According to Dothan High School, Beecham transferred to Dothan High School from homeschool program with advanced English, math, science credit. And she has already completed core courses for the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade.
Oh, wow. So she graduating at
She's
15.
graduating at 15. Congratulations to you. It said while focusing on her 12th grade coursework, Beecham also earned her college and career readiness requirements in business. Beecham will graduate from DCS with a 3.5 GPA. I plan to go to college in the fall. I'm excited, maybe a little scared, happy. Excuse me, all at the same time, Beecham said in a release statement from DCS. So congratulations to Beecham, graduating at 15.
Wow.
What an accomplishment.
That's big. Also in the news, the Geneva County Commissioner has voted to ask the state to perform an audit at Geneva County Sheriff's Office after several guns in possession of the department was stolen. So the unanimous vote was held on yesterday,
Okay.
Tuesday morning, after the arrest of the 24-year-old Cody Johnson, whose state investigators accused of stealing rifles, pistols, and shotguns from the sheriff's office.
Wow. He wanted to go to jail.
No. He did. But they're gonna count and see other people saying that the sheriff's office is stealing their guns.
Oh, really? Maybe. You never know. Mental illness is everywhere. It ain't funny, but mental illness is everywhere.
Wow.
Well, in Florence, the Florence Police Department said 2 juveniles were arrested in Tennessee for stealing a vehicle from Florence. Florence Police Department said on April the 29th, officers responded to a report of a stolen vehicle at Creekside Apartments on Robert Lane. The same day, officers also responded to 2300 block of Maple Avenue to a vehicle burglary. You know what I'm trying to say. Where the firearm was taken. Tuesday afternoon, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office in Tennessee found the stolen vehicle, which was occupied by 2 juveniles. Florence Police Department also said the Sheriff's Office deputies found the stolen firearm and other properties belonging to the victim. The pair was arrested and facing charges in Tennessee related to the traffic stop, and they also face charges in Alabama.
Now, this is funny. It's funny but sad.
Okay.
Yesterday morning, a kangaroo
I heard about it.
was hopping down Alabama Interstate 85 and caused the accident.
Yeah, I know it caused the accident, but I heard a kangaroo was loose in Alabama.
Yes. So according to Alabama State Troopers, a minor 2-vehicle crash involving a kangaroo occurred yesterday morning on I-85 near a landmarker between Macon County. State troopers say the minor crash happened while vehicles slowed down to avoid the animal. Fortunately, everyone is okay. I mean, the kangaroo hopping across. Man.
When I think of kangaroos, I think about that man that challenged the kangaroo to a boxing match. Kangaroo tore him up. Them things got muscles.
Well, this one here was hopping across the interstate.
And guys, be careful on the road. There have been so many crashes in our area here lately. A fatal crash near Muscle Shoals leave one dead and one injured. A single vehicle crash in Cobb County claimed the life of 30-year-old Trevor S. Malone. A single vehicle crash in Cobb County Tuesday, April the 29th, resulted in his death. He was from Anniston, according to the ALEA. The accident occurred approximately at 3:40 when Malone's 2007 Honda Pilot left the roadway, struck a fence, and then crashed into a tree. Malone was pronounced dead at the scene. A passenger in the vehicle, 28-year-old Lincoln T. Ballantyne of Tuscumbia, was injured and taken to Helican Hospital for treatment. The crash took place on US 43 near the 308-mile marker, roughly 1 mile north of Muscle Shoals. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency Highway Patrol Division is investigating the incident.
Wow. If you want something to do over in the Wiregrass area this weekend, the festival in the park this Saturday, Johnny Henderson Family Park. The event starts from 3 to midnight.
Okay.
Gonna have a lot of singing, a lot of food, and it's free. So y'all go on out to Enterprise, Alabama this weekend for Johnny Hendrix festival.
That's pretty good.
It is. So it started
I thought
3.
you was finna say Jimi Hendrix.
You was going.
You know what Jimi Hendrix is?
Who is that?
He's one of the most famous guitarists.
Oh, no. I didn't know him. So y'all going out to that. So we got a lot going on. I mean, it's a lot going on with it being May. And everybody like, well, I ain't got nothing to do. Yes, you do.
Man, May Day coming up. Cinco de Mayo.
Do you celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, I do. I pay homage to my Latino friends, my Hispanic friends. Yes, we party. You don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
No, I mean,
it's a very interesting holiday.
I mean, I have been out on it, but
I like to explore different cultures and stuff like that, and that's one culture that I like.
All right, then.
That's one celebration that I take heed to, and we have a great time. You ought to come with me this year.
Okay. All right, guys. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in. We're going to let you know. If you would like to be one of our sponsors here at Knox Media Group, make sure you call us at 256-712-2887. And if you have any public service announcements, send them to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. We're going to let you know about some of the people that's our sponsors now. We want to thank them, but make sure you keep it locked in to the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama. That's 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
And V 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Pearly Gates Funeral Home, located at 1039 North Range Street in Dothan, Alabama, is now under new ownership, and we're bringing a fresh commitment to compassion, care, and community. We understand how difficult this time can be. That's why we walk with you every step of the way, offering comfort, understanding, and support you can trust at SNK Mortuary, Serenity, and Keeper. Our mission is keeping your memories alive. Call us today at 334-792-4141. Pearly Gates Funeral Home. New leadership, same heart. Always here for you at SNK Mortuary, Serenity, and Keeper.
Looking for the best deal on your next vehicle? Come to Hyundai of Dothan, where we offer 3 unbeatable reasons to buy from us. First, enjoy a lifetime powertrain warranty for peace of mind every mile you drive. Second, get 3 years complimentary maintenance to keep your car running like new. And third, we have the best financing terms available. Only here at Hyundai of Dothan. Plus, check out our huge selection of 2025 inventory and amazing range of pre-owned vehicles. Enjoy the best customer service and the easiest buying experience here at Hyundai of Dothan. Before you buy, give Hyundai of Dothan a try.
It's that time of year again, the 11th annual Burrell Slater Athletic Hall of Fame induction banquet. It's going down Friday, May the 9th at 6:30 p.m. in the Coach Harvest Mitchell Gym. Come celebrate our legends, the class of 2025. Willie Asher, Anita Smith-Cobb, Isaac Decatur, Charles Grant, and Billy Ray Simpson. Plus, a special tribute from the iconic Burrell Slater cheerleaders, class of 65-66, directed by Betty Richardson. For more information, call Dave Smith at 256-710-9057 or any other
other committee members. Looking for a vibrant night out? Call Uptown Jazz Club at 160 South St. Andrews Street, Dothan, Alabama. Experience our lively happy hour every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9. Enjoy unforgettable jazz performances every Friday, Saturday from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. And don't miss Sunday Soul Food Special every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you're planning the event, this venue is perfect for any occasion. Owned by Samantha Coven, the Uptown Jazz Club. Call today, 334-547-0171.
JD Entertainment and 360 Production Group presents the 28th Annual Joe Douglas Old School and Blues Festival, Saturday, May 24th in Harvest, Alabama, starring the Isley Brothers.
I wanna be living for the love of you.
Mr. Biggs and the Isley Brothers are coming with Midnight Star, Lattimore,
Let's spin it out.
Hokey Band, Frank Johnson, and one of your old school favorites, Big Daddy Kane, with Tasha from Escape and Mo Stovall. The $65 tickets are gone. Go to www.jde.live for tickets.
Get your tickets today. Stop by V105.9, 285 North Foster Street, Suite 710, Dothan, Alabama.
Life changes, so should your insurance. Just married, new baby, bought a home, or retired? Make sure your coverage fits your new chapter. Call Lakeisha Ricks at S&T Benefits Solution, 256-335-9604, or visit 1640 South Wilson Dam Road, Mosul Shoals, Alabama. Protect what matters the most. 256-335-9604, or visit 1640 South Wilson Dam Road, Mosul Shoals, Alabama.
Yo, at 105.1, we're number one on your radio. Music must love the shows. V105.9, gotta catch the vibe. Dothan, Alabama, gotta stay live. Hey, yo, got Montreal live. Ain't the main show, drive at 5. Man, it's going down. West side, east side, north side. We winning from Float Town to your town. Now we don't stop. At 12 o'clock, it's past the knocks. That's lunchtime. Better check him out. Ramona checking in. The choir president. Can't forget Mika. The secretary neither. Shout out all my people. Tuning in, glad to meet you. Yeah, at 105.1, we're number one on your radio. Music must love the shows. V105.9, gotta catch the vibe.
All right, guys, we are back. You tune in to 105.1.
The music muscle of the show.
NV 105.9.
The Vibe, Dothan, Alabama. All right, guys, today we're talking about healing steps you could take to heal. Because a lot of people, they go through something in life and they choose not to go get help. And then they bring it on to family member, friends. And I mean, it's an ongoing effect. There are places that you can go get help. I know, like if you need physical therapy, Florence Nursing and Rehab Center, mental, the Riverbend Center, A New Beginning. It's a lot of places you can go for help. Remedy Behavior Health, the Lotus Recovery House, Burns Behavior. And this is places in the Shoals area. Bradford Health Services, Evolve Behavior Health, Psychiatric. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Outreach, Southern Wellness Service, Glenwood Center, Phoenix Counseling Resource, Health Connect America, Valley Psychiatric, that word again, Associates, Integrated Behavioral Health, Genesis, Amethyst. It's a lot of places. Just look it up. All you got to do is Google mental health rehabs that you could go to. All right, guys. Healing is often portrayed as a straightforward process, moving from hurt to wholeness in a clean, easy to follow path. But the truth is, healing is not linear. It's deeply personal, sometimes messy, a complex journey that can process pause and even feel like it's moving backwards at times. This is especially important to understand within the context of the Black community, where historical, systematic, cultural factors intersect with personal experiences and create unique challenges. At its core, the phrase acknowledges that healing doesn't happen in straight, predictable lines. Whether it's spiritual, physical, emotional, healing involves twists and turns, ups and downs. There are moments of progress, but there are also setbacks, moments of doubts, or even relapses. These fluctuations don't mean you're failing to heal. They're a natural part of the process. People heal in different ways. There's spiritual healing. Many in the Black community turn to spiritual roots as a foundation for healing. This could involve reconnecting with ancestral traditions, finding a solace in prayer, meditation, or exploring practices like mindfulness. Healing spiritually means creating a space where your soul can rest, reflect, and regain strength, even if it takes time to feel fully whole. I mean, a lot of times I could be at my worst or what have you, just in a mood, in a bad mood or whatever. And I could go to church and the scriptures that they read, it's like they're talking to me, and I just need that. That's what I needed for that day. And the music, gospel music, it really puts me in a better place. I could be in a bad mood or whatever, mad at somebody or whatever. I put on me some gospel music and it relaxes, it calms me, calms my spirit. Physical healing, me myself, I can personally tell somebody I have been through that. I have been through the physical healing that I needed. I mean, I've had several surgeries, and the healing process in that, like I was telling Tamika earlier, it could turn into something mental. It could really get you down. It could depress you or what have you, because you're not able to do the things that you normally do, or your body is changing and your mindset is changing and you have to do things different. So it can cause a lot of, you have to do more than physically heal. You have to mentally heal and emotionally heal, because your emotions are everywhere. You're crying, you're hurting, you're sad, you're mad. It's just coming different ways. I don't know if y'all seen that little cartoon movie Inside Out. That's what it's like. All your emotions are just there, and it just bottle up, and you just can't hold that stuff inside. You have to talk to somebody. You got to have somebody to talk to. Physical healing, whether it's from illness, trauma, or chronic stress, also follows a nonlinear path. It affects of systematic inadequates, which as limited access to health care or racially driven medical bias have made physical well-being an uphill battle for the Black community. Progress might come in small steps, like adopting healthier habits or seeking supportive care, and that's still worth honoring. Um, Being in the Black community and dealing with doctors and stuff like that, I don't know where they get it from, but it's been said that Black people are stronger. They can deal with more pain than other races. And I mean, you can't say that. That's just like a personal thing. It's not a Black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a personal thing. Some people have higher pain tolerance, and that's Black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, Mexican, whatever you want to call it. They have different pain levels, pain tolerance levels. You can't just say this person Black, they can endure this pain. And it shouldn't be like that. And I know for a fact it is so hard being Black and going to the doctor and asking for pain medicine. They think you won't. They think you're gonna abuse the pain pills or whatever, and that's just crazy to me. Um, I went to several different doctors when I had my back pain, and the ones from this area, and yeah, the ones from this area act like I was just speaking in a different language and they didn't understand what I was saying. I was in pain every day on a daily basis. I was in pain. They could see from my x-rays, from my MRIs, from all the stuff that they did to me. They could see what was going on with my body, but yet and still they hesitated to give me the proper medicines that I need to heal my body. So it took a doctor from somewhere else to come in and tell me, hey, I don't even have to ask you how you feel. I can look at your x-rays and I know how you feel. And that right there, that just did something to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he listened to me. He looked at me as a person. He saw who I was, a person, a human being, not a Black person, but a person. And he was like, I know you're in pain, so I want to help you. And sure enough, that's the doctor that did my surgery. And he took my pain from a 0. God was working with that man's hands, because he took my pain from a 0, from a 10 to a 0. I have no pain now. And the other doctors, they were just like, oh, I can't do it. Or one of them said, I could do it, but I give you a 75% chance. And I'm like, you're not going to do all that to me and then tell me you're going to give me a 75% chance. I'll deal with the pain, rather than for you to perform surgery on me and you can only say that you could give me a 75% chance. You don't believe in yourself. So it was just a lot. Physical healing, it's a lot to deal with. And if you never, ever been in chronic pain or having to deal with physical healing, then you shouldn't go around saying, oh, they ain't in that much pain. Because I had a lot of that. Oh, she's faking. Why would you fake pain? A lot of people, well, I guess a lot of mental people would do that. But since I've been through it, I would never say, oh, that person ain't hurt and they need to stop faking. If they're faking, it's on them. Mental and emotional healing. I mean, you go through trauma, and this is based on the Black community, racial injustice, and it could be Asian, it could be Caucasian, it could be anybody. And the pressure of everyday microaggressions can take a toll on emotional and mental health. Healing mentally involves addressing this pain. And I mean, if you're mentally ill, that is pain. You're suffering from something. Something happened to you. Whether through therapy, community support, or self-care. And as far as community support goes, it's people out there that's going through the same thing that you're going through or been through what you're going through. And maybe they can help you. Like I was telling Tamika earlier, some people get it twisted when people try to help them and tell them, hey, this is what I've been through. I can't tell you how you can fix it. I'm just telling you how I fixed mine. You can try that if you want to, but you got to find your own way of dealing with what you're going through. Or self-care. Self-care, I mean, that could mean taking a bath. Some people, we had a show about why do some people feel like they don't need to take a shower on a daily basis or a bath on a daily basis. And a lot of people was like, who don't take a bath? But it's a lot of people that feel like they don't have to take baths. They don't stink. They feel like they don't smell. To them, they might not, but you might be around somebody. If you're on social media, I'm always on social media. Not all the time, but most of my time goes to social media, and I find stuff to talk about. But basically, it's a lot of people that feel like they don't need to bathe until they smell themselves. Do you really start smelling yourself? I mean, because if you've been around that odor, your odor, if you've been around your odor for a couple of days, you know that's you getting used to that smell. So you probably don't think it stink, but other people, I mean, it's getting hot. It's getting real hot out here. And I mean, people sweat. A lot of people say they don't sweat, but I don't see how you can't sweat in this weather. But my thing is, if you're a person that even, I'm going to say, if you're a person and you have extra meat on your bones and stuff, and you have rolls and crevices, everybody got cracks and stuff. Everybody have like little, Anyway, wash yourself. You need to wash yourself and make sure you might have to do it twice or 3 times a day, because I'm telling you, this heat is about to get disrespectful out here, and you guys are going to have to bathe. You're going to have to put some water on your body, let some water drain on you, and use a little soap. Because a lot of people be on social media and be like, why do you have to tell grown people to use deodorant? And some people, you got to think about it. It might be a physical thing. I've worked with people that has, they have the bulls up under their arm or whatever. And when they have it so bad that they have to lance it and stuff it, you can't use no kind of products on there. So, of course, it's going to be an odor there. But if that person does not have a physical, and then the people are getting into the thing where they don't use deodorant or toothpaste because of the chemicals in it and stuff like that. So what do? You find powder. I mean, just something. You got to do something, because you're offending other people when you go out and don't take care of yourself. Change of clothes. I mean, a lot of people, I heard some people say they don't wash their pants. They won't wash their pants. They'll get about 3 wears out of the pants before they wash them or whatever. I don't know what to tell you, but it could be different reasons why people have odor, body odor, or what have you. And the key to that is to just wash yourself, wash your body and stuff like that. You got to be kind to yourself. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Celebrate where you are, even if it's not where you thought you'd be. I am not where I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be a CPA for the athletes in Atlanta. That was my goal. I wanted to be a CPA, but it didn't happen. So, I mean, you have to just celebrate who you are, celebrate what you do. Even if at least you're doing something. You got to do something. You can't give up. If you give up, it's over. So don't give up. Be kind to yourself. You got to allow setbacks to teach you. Challenges and setbacks offer lessons. They don't erase the healing that has already taken place. And a lot of people will heal, and then they'll have that little setback. You know what a setback is. You have that little setback, and you be like, oh, I guess you might throw yourself a little pity party, but don't stay there long. Can't stay too long. You got to keep moving. If you have to throw yourself a pity party, throw yourself a pity party, but don't stay at that party. Do not stay there. That ain't the type of party you want to be at. You got to lean on your community. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people try to just do it themselves, and some people can. Some people are strong enough to do it themselves. Just like drug addicts. You have some that can quit cold turkey and just be done with it. But then you have some that need a little extra help. They need that boost. But like we said earlier, there's no way that you can get help. There's no way that you can help yourself if you don't admit that you have a problem. Somebody else can tell you you got a problem, and then you just out of the blue say, yeah, I got a problem. Well, what is your problem? If you can't answer that, then you don't know you got a problem. And if that person tell you what that problem is and you don't care to fix it, then that's on you. And then you go out there and do something stupid. And it don't make sense. Go get help. Go get the help you need. Listen to people. Listen to some people. You can't listen to everybody. Because some people will try to set you back just because they know you're going through your healing process. Some people don't like for people to heal. Some people will interrupt your peace just to do it and say, hey, I did that. You got to honor your timeline. Healing won't look like anyone else. Your healing won't look like anyone else's healing. And that's okay. Move at your own pace without apology. You know, it's just saying, hey, do it at your own speed. And you have to do that. And that's just like people trying to tell you how to tie your shoe. Don't tell me how to tie my shoe if you're not wearing my shoes. Don't do that. You can't do that. You got to let that person go at their own pace. But that person also got to realize that while they're healing, you might be trying to heal. And I had asked the question one time, can two broken people work in a relationship? I don't know the answer to that. But I feel like if both of them admit to the fact what broke them, then they can work on trying to get stronger. And they can probably do it together. But if one feel like their problem is bigger than the other one, I just don't see where that could work. But every step in healing, a step forward, a step backwards, sideways, or in circles, is part of a greater picture. For the Black community, healing is not just personal, it's collective and cultural. By recognizing and honoring this truth, we create space for more compassionate and exclusive process, one that respects the depth of our experiences and the resilience of our spirits. So keep the faith. Healing does not have to look perfect to be real. And I mean, like I said, you're going to have some good days. You're going to have some bad days. But don't let them bad days outweigh them good days, because you do that and then you're back to step one. I just feel like you got to be patient with yourself, because growth takes time. I mean, some days you can feel strong. Others you'll probably struggle. But you got to learn that that's okay. Healing isn't a straight path. It's zigzag. You're going to be like, you're going to have different days. And as we said earlier, therapy, it's not weakness. It's just, therapy is just like, it could be a healing process for some. Some people said that therapy made them worse. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you don't accept it, it can make you worse. And I just feel like it's courageous to break cycles of silence and trauma. A lot of people like to be in silence. And I stated earlier about community help. A lot of people hold that stuff inside. They don't want nobody to know what they're going through. They don't want nobody to know that they have a problem, because people can be mean. People can be ugly. People can be bitter. People can make you feel like you're crazy, or they'll say, oh, that person crazy. And that's not what it is. That's not what it is. You're strong. You're stronger than them, because you're going to get help. And they might need help. Sitting up there talking about you, they might need help. Most of the time talking about it, it could free you. A lot of people be like, well, I'm dealing with this myself. I'm gonna deal with it myself. Most of the time when you talk, I know that when I talk to people, it just releases some of my stress. Some of my stress leave, because if I'm talking to somebody that of course I'm gonna talk to somebody that I trust, but if I'm talking to somebody that's been through what I've been through, or is going through we could compare notes. We could be like, hey, try this. Okay, I'll try this. Some people drink teas and some people say coffee is part of their healing, because I know a lot of people have bad days. Then they drink some coffee, they be all right. Have y'all ever experienced that? A person that need coffee to just perk up or whatever? Better keep some sunshine in your pocket. Rest is a right, not a reward. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm gonna reward myself with a rest day. They said, therapists is saying that rest is not a reward. It's a right. It's your right to rest. If you're tired, you have the right to rest. Don't feel, oh, I got to do this and I got to do that. And most of the time you're doing it for other people. You're not doing it for yourself. So resting is something that you do for yourself. That's a right. And it can be rewarding to take action to your right. Pushing through constant stress and trauma is not sustainable or healthy. As one person said, I had to learn that I don't have to earn rest. I deserve peace even when I'm not productive. Yes, you could be doing nothing and you be like, I need to rest. And everybody like, yo, you lazy. Okay, ain't got nothing to do with lazy. You don't know my story. So the community can heal. Healing doesn't have to be a solo journey. Being surrounded by people who understand your experiences makes a difference. We had a person to comment and say, my healing began when I found a group of Black women who saw me, heard me, and held space for my pain. So, I mean, it don't have to be a Black thing. It don't have to be a white thing. But there are people that go through the same thing that you go through. And true enough, a white woman cannot tell a Black woman how she feel or how she go through the day, because you go through the day different. I know a lot of people say that's not true. That is true, because of color, just because of color. You go through things differently. You could go through the same thing, but if it's a situation with another human being, you will go through that differently. Whether it's a Black person that's treating you like that or a white person treating you like that, your day will be different because of color. This one say break generational patterns. You can love your family and still acknowledge harm. Okay, a lot of people have problems with that. They feel like if I bring this to my family, if I tell what happened in my family, they ain't gonna love me no more. But you can love your family and still acknowledge the harm that went on in your family. There could be some things, some family secrets. I think everybody got family secrets, and they try to keep them in the family, and they try not to involve outsiders or what have you. But that can hurt the person that got hurt. You know, that can damage them mentally because they're not allowed to talk about it. They're not allowed to be open with it. And I think more people, Tamika said that she feel like people share too much. But I think some people heal by sharing. That's just my opinion. We had somebody to comment and say, I forgave my mother for what she didn't know. Then I choose to raise my kids differently. And by her saying that, I feel like she's saying that my mama can tell me, this lady that commented on this, I think she was saying that her mom couldn't tell her what she didn't know. So you can't blame her for not telling you that if she didn't know. So now that you know, it's your responsibility to tell your kids different. If you know, let your kids know. And that, I think that break those generational patterns when you do things differently. When you find out, knowledge is key. When you find out these things, Spread them. Let your kids know, and then they'll let their kids know. They'll find a better way and let their kids know. And then, I mean, you build. That's how you build. Faith and spirituality can coexist with therapy. For many, healing involves blending faith, ancestral pattern practices, and spiritual grounding with modern therapy. It's okay to use more than one source of strength. So basically, they're saying a lot of people be like, well, if you believe in God, you don't have to go to a therapist. Okay, God created therapists. You know, sometimes you got to use your common sense too, because it's like the story of the person that was out in the water and people was coming by trying to save him, and he ended up drowning. When he got to heaven, he asked God, why come you didn't send me? He said, well, I sent all that help and you didn't take none of it. So, you know, you got to use common sense. And everybody know that common sense is not so common these days. It's a struggle. People struggle with common sense. And you could say, okay, if you have faith in God, you shouldn't worry. If you have faith in God, you shouldn't be stressed. If you have faith in God, this and that, God made us and God knows what we go through. So he put therapists on this earth to help us with that, or pastors and preachers and bishops, and some you just got to be able to trust people. And it's a prayer got me through, but therapy helped me unpack. While I was still in pain, I needed both. Okay, why come you can't have both? Oh, ye a little faith if you go see a therapist. Think how you want to think, and you stay in that rut that you in, if that's what you want to do. Educating yourself is empowering. Empowering. I'm Ty Tongue today. Sorry. Learning about mental health, trauma, and coping tools give you the power over your journey. So these are helpful hints. I hope they're helpful hints to somebody. I hope this helps somebody. And I gave you the places that you could go. You just got to Google it to find the number and the address. If y'all need us to do that, call us and let us know. But call in 256-365-1000 and let us know if you're struggling with something, you know somebody's struggling with something, or ways that you can heal. And just, I feel like people need to heal before they go and interrupt somebody's peace. If you go interrupt somebody's peace, you got to be peaceful. You have to be peaceful, but you know, do that within yourself first, for real, because healing is important. It's very important. It's a knowledge helps break shame and isolation. A lot of people are shameful if they have mental illness, mental health, mental disorders, and stuff like that. I guess they're scared of what people might say about them or what. But they got to realize, if you out here and you're showing people that you're mentally ill and they already talking about you, so admit you got a problem and then go on with it. Maybe somebody could help you. Maybe they struggling with mental problems too. This person said, once I understood the science behind trauma, I stopped blaming myself for how I felt. So it's just a lot of things that you could do, like McFarland Park. That's my place right there. That's where I just go and I just look at the water, look at the sun on the water or the breeze that's coming by. Nature helped me. I'm a nature person. Nature helped me heal. And they say I think it's the colors, because green is my favorite color. I love forest green. And when I see the grass and the trees and it's green and pretty, it's just beautiful to me. Forests and national parks, emerging in nature, forest bathing, hiking can reduce stress and improve mood. I said that I was going to go to Wildwood Park and do some hiking, me and my sister. If anybody want to join us, y'all can, but she says she's on board. So me, her, and JV will be hiking in Wildwood Park. We got to make sure we have some protection, but because there's some bears or something out there in the forest. And so we gonna go hiking, and that will heal me because I love nature. I now spiders, no. I gotta give me some off. Keep them spiders off.
And then you can come on out to McFarland Park for remembering the veterans through music. And that's relaxing music and around other people, socializing. And then you can hike up, like you said, walk around in a little campground. So y'all come on out to remembering the veterans. Make sure you mark your calendars for May the 25th. 3:00, it's going down. It's absolutely free. We're going to have a kids zone. So y'all come on out, have a good time that afternoon. And you can hike if you want to, or walk a couple of miles, or whatever you want to do out there. So come on out to Remembering the Veterans Through Music concert on May the 25th.
That's it. Some other places in nature that you can heal: beaches and lakes. Now, I love the beach. Now, that sand, me and that sand don't get along too good, but that water, I love being in the water. I absolutely love the water.
Did you mention talk about it? Normalize conversations around whatever you're going through, healing at home, church, and community, and support groups.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Safe places to cry, share stories, and connect. And I just said music and prayer.
Prayer works a lot, and that's what I just told them. A lot of people feel like if you got faith in God, you shouldn't have to go talk to a therapist, but God put the therapist here for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to use common sense.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
You can always listen. One of my favorite songs is Take It. Take Me to the King.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Or my other one, if we're going to go on the R&B side, It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to Yesterday.
Okay.
So those are good ones. And another one people like to listen to is Bridge Over Troubled Water.
That's a beautiful one.
You like that one?
Yeah, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I just like gospel music. It's just my thing. Just it's the feel for me. It just does something to my soul.
So always remember, healing is possible, and you're not alone. So remember, scripture or words of encouragement from your minister, always take those in heed. So we want to invite you out to Galilee Missionary Baptist Church tonight for Bible study. That's Galilee Missionary Baptist Church, where the old school preacher is the pastor. That's Galilee Missionary Baptist Church, 23001 County Road 14 in Florence, Alabama. Or you can visit us on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Well, we have worship service each Sunday morning at 9 a.m. So come on out and visit us and take home a word.
All right.
All right. So make sure y'all follow us on Facebook, Instagram, iHeartMusic, Twitch, Pandora, and download our app. You can view us on YouTube. And make sure you visit us on our website. That's www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. But always share with others. You know, sometimes it may not be as personal the first time, but share, because you never know. Someone may be already going through the same thing you're going with. And a book that a friend of mine sent me, they just sent a text and said a good book that helped them was Healing After Loss by Martha Whitmore Hickman.
Okay.
So those are things that you can always put forth to do. But the best thing of all, make sure you mark your calendars for all the things that's going on this weekend. Make sure you go get your tickets to Kevin Richardson going on May the 3rd. And also make sure you get your tickets to, not tickets, but come on out and support the open mic going on this coming Sunday in the Shows area. So that's something to do. We can't leave without doing those birthdays. So we're going to give birthdays. If you got a birthday shout out or anniversary, make sure you go ahead and call us at 256-712-2. No, that's not the birthday line. The number is 256-365-1000. Make sure you go ahead and call us, and you can give a birthday shout out or anniversary, whatever you have.
Birth of the baby or anything.
Yeah, so you can do those live. So we're going to do birthdays and
Y'all, it's already April the 30th.
The last day of the month. Tomorrow is May 1st.
May Day.
May Day, May Day, May Day. So let's see if I know any of these celebrity birthdays.
You might know too.
Okay, let's see.
Michael Wright. He played in the Five Heartbeats.
Okay.
Lloyd Banks.
Birthday,
Rapper.
birthday.
Robin Kelly. Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Travis Scott.
Okay.
And Wonder Mike.
All right.
Those are the birthdays for April the 30th. Celebrity birthdays for April the 30th. How many you knew?
2.
Okay. You know Travis Scott?
I think that was one of the 2.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. My Facebook birthdays, they are happy birthday, Clark Anthony. That is our boy over at
Drink
Factory. Juanita Ingram, Pastor Keaton Stewart, Dr. Milos Winston, Boona Ray, Pelissa Ezel, and Dr. Maggie Crawford.
All right. Happy birthday, guys. And me and Tamika might have the same birthday Facebook friends. So if you hear it twice, happy birthday twice. Juanita Ingram, Clark Anthony, Michael Reels, Jeffe D. Jeffries, Michael Frank Nitty, Lamar Bang, Alicia Henderson, Eddie Chandler, Keaton Stewart, and Eddie Frank, Bill Pickett, and Elder Reels. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday to everybody. Make sure you have a good day. But if you have any anniversaries, any public service announcements that you would like for us to announce here at Knox Media Group, make sure you send them to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org.
All right. In celebrity news, I know you guys, well, I don't know, but Beyonce, people just, I don't know. Anyway, she sung Boots on the Ground.
I saw that.
Beyonce sung Boots on the Ground, y'all. And 803, he's excited about it. But the people in the comments were like, you need to get some money from her. She shouldn't be singing your song, you know, stuff like that. But some people that's just making it for an icon like Beyonce to sing your music, that's an honor. So, you know, that man ain't thinking about no money. I don't know what he's thinking about. But she did bring her youngest daughter, Rumi, I think that's her name, on the stage with her. And that little girl was so excited. It was so cute. And now people speculating, saying the little girl was autistic because she was excited. I mean,
because she was excited.
Yeah, she was excited. You know how giddy you get when she was in front of the crowd with her mom, and she turned around and gave Beyonce a big hug. I thought that was so, I started crying. That was so, I'm so tender now. I'm a tender.
You're tender.
In that situation. In situations like that. But it was so sweet. She was up there. Beyonce brought her up there. Blue was behind Beyonce dancing with the other dancers. Blue has become a phenomenal dancer. She's gonna be in the entertainment. She's already there. For her to be 13, she's tall and she can move, girl. But anyway, she was behind her mama and Rumi was in front. And Beyonce, she was trying to sing and Rumi hugged her. She couldn't even sing no more.
Oh,
it was so sweet. I love it. But people,
but Boots on the Ground is out there.
Boots on the Ground is everywhere. He almost came up with Kendrick with that Not Like Us, because everybody is doing Boots on the Ground. People that you wouldn't think, even people up north is doing the Boots on the Ground. They going buying cowboy hats and boots and fans and doing the Boots on the Ground. They was on the Breakfast Club the other day and Charlamagne was popping the fan. And the other guy, I forgot his name. But anyway, he was like, men don't pop. And he was just sitting there, but he was popping it too. So it was funny. But Boots on the Ground is a hit. It's phenomenal. It's everywhere.
Yeah, you were talking about Kendrick Lamar. So you know he's on tour.
Him and SZA, yeah.
Yes, him and SZA.
They cutting up.
That's what they said. And they said the Grand National Tour has only ran through 4 dates, but it has already been record breaking.
Yes. I mean, Kendrick said it out there. I don't care what nobody say. If you didn't know Kendrick Lamar before, he been on Power, he been on movies, he been out singing for years. But if you did not know Kendrick Lamar before the Super Bowl, for his performance to be so bad, everybody talking about how bad it was, that man is world known now. Everybody know Kendrick. If you don't know Kendrick Lamar, you know the song, Not Like Us.
Right.
So I think that had a lot to do with his sales and his touring. And SZA, she's I like SZA. You know, she had the movie with Keke Palmer and stuff like that. But SZA, some of her songs sound pop, but she's good. I like it.
Well, they say they doing record numbers and they've only done 4 shows.
That's good.
That's good.
I'm happy for them. They say Kendrick made the joke that he called Drake and asked him to open up.
Oh my gosh. People so petty.
You don't hear much about Drake. Somebody say he needs to do a gospel album.
To redeem himself.
Yeah. To become relevant again.
Oh man. All right, guys, we thank you for tuning in to the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama. We hope you enjoyed today. But make sure y'all holler at our boy, Alan Forrest. Make sure you hit him up. We listen to him live every day on the Lunchtime Show with the old school preacher, the church secretary, that's me.
And the choir president.
And also make sure you go over to S&K Mortuary, formerly known as Pearly Gates. Let them help you out with any of your funeral needs. That's at 1039 North Range Street in Dothan, Alabama. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor to let them know. And we want to send our condolences to the family of, who was the family in S&K?
Edna Brooks.
All right. So we like to send condolences to Edna Brooks' family in their loss. And funeral service will be this coming Saturday at 3:00.
May 3rd.
Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all check them out on S&K. They formerly known as Pearly Gates. It's S&K Mortuary now. So it's 1039 North Range Street. They're Serenity and Keeper, keeping your loved ones alive. So y'all go on and visit them and let them know you heard it live on 105.9.
Dothan, Alabama.
You was going to say one. Mona forgot what she was saying. Yeah, so y'all make sure y'all get over there and holler at them. Let them know Miss Sykes and Precious and the old school preacher. Let them know we said, hey.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're going to take it out. We're going to see y'all tomorrow, same place, same time for the Lunchtime Show. So y'all keep it locked in. Download our app. Up next is D.L. Hughley. We going to get up out of here. So y'all enjoy the weather today because you know what tomorrow will bring.
Bye.
Bye.
Have you ever felt like being somebody else? Feeling like the mirror isn't good for your health.
Hey, that shit on TNT.
Try not to make what I've been through change me. You know what I'm saying?
Real got that juice, nigga.
I got stabbed in my back and crossed so many